Okay. That took way too long to get all that reset up. Alright. Just in case, here's what I'm gonna do. And also, let me repin a message because I have to remake the whole stream. Just have to repin the message and everything, but whatever. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now pin that. Yep, okay. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom. And just out of pure frustration, let's just set a go. Oops. I messed that up. I messed that up because I'm a foolish mortal. Hey, there we go. Just because I'll do that too. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm not even gonna do a poll this time. I don't even care. I don't care. Alright. Okay. And that is that stream officially set up. Everything is... It's moving. It's doing what it's gonna do. Alright. There we go. Welcome back, Green. I had to remake the stream. Unfortunately, I got bad news for anybody wanting to see any Star Wars content. I cannot get those games to work right now. I'm gonna try to fix it overnight, and maybe I can come back tomorrow with a Star Wars stream. But on The Force Unleashed 1 and 2 are not working at all, no matter what I did. So, in the meantime, I'm just gonna skip to my plan B, which is Blazblue. I was already gonna play this anyway. If you don't want to watch that, totally fine. I get it. It's fine. You showed up for the Star Wars stuff, and that's fine. But life didn't appreciate what I was trying to do, so yeah, I gotta figure something out. I'm gonna play something. All right, I'm gonna play something. All right, we're gonna do something. All right, anyway, this I didn't even think about what build I was gonna run. You know what? Attack, burn, and skill ran. Let's do it. Attack, burn, skill. I feel like this is gonna be a really stupid run, but you know, I'm feeling chaotic. I'm feeling super chaotic. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy with it. Do I want the ice spike? Do I want to get ice spikes with this build? Probably. I think, or Rend Impact. You know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Wait, hold on. Let me switch to legacies. Continuous distribution, but I want to no. I could do Blood Cane. But this is not good until you upgrade it much later, so let's do that. Let's do Blood Cane. And then do this one, yeah. Am I on computer? Yes, I am on PC. Alright, let me pause my actual music. And what? Because this game has music, therefore I don't need to play my music. game has pretty good music. I like this game's music a lot. Blazblue Entropy Effect has really good music. Alright, let me lock in. No more doom and gloom. No more worrying about what went wrong. What went wrong? It didn't happen. Alright, and I got hit. Dang it, I got hit. Ooh, I'm restarting the run. Nope. Nope. I'm not starting a run with me getting hit by the first enemy. That's my bad. The rust is showing. I should have never let that happen. And just for reference, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're curious, I am playing this game on the hardest difficulty with hardest difficulty. All the difficulty sliders and modifiers on. Shit's ridiculous. You know, this shit gets wicked. Okay. So yeah, moving on. And also if you don't know, another thing that you probably might not know, this is a roguelike. So yeah, every run is, you know, different. Duh. I'm not gonna explain what a roguelike is. If you don't know what a roguelike is, that's fine. I'm sure there's a lot of gamers out there who are like, oh, I don't actually know what that is. Could you explain? Nope. Google's your best friend. Or Chat GPT or whatever people use now. I don't use AI though. Alright, let's run this. And let me lock in though. I do not want to get hit. Get away from me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know Google has AI, but I mean, I was just a figure of speech though. I mean, I'm sure you get it. Ultimately, what I'm really trying to say is, I'm not answering any unnecessary questions about what a roguelike is if somebody had that question. You know why I wouldn't want to answer that question? Because it's kind of silly. You know, like, I know there's people out there who don't really play video games like that, and you know what? That's fine. But also, it's not my responsibility to explain every single type of video game that exists just because people don't lock in with information that has been around them the entire time. You know, it's fine. So, like, and whether people want to look it up or not, it's also up to them. Because the way I see it, if somebody's willing to look something up just to know what it is, then they at least cared enough to know what that thing was, right? Whereas somebody who just wants you to explain it to them, and if you say no, they just stop caring. They never cared to begin with. So it's like, you know, instead of wasting my time, Google it. You know, or, you know, like, the problem solved. Now you know what it is, or you don't. Anyway, let me stop yapping. Let me let's see, what am I going for? Do I want to get this one? Just, getting a super armor break this early would be pretty good. Getting super armor breaking this early would be really good. I could do this too. Oh, Moon Blossom is busted. I get iframes. Oh man, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know what? I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. Normally I don't play around my SP skills. I'm gonna get the SP skill early. It's never really a good idea in my opinion, but I'm feeling a little bit risky. You need this. Your life is homeless. What are you talking about? What do you need? What you talking about? What you talking about, bruh? I'm confusion. Oh shit, you know what I forgot to do, y'all? Oh, I forgot to connect the new stream chat cause I'm, you know, to my OBS. There we go. Cause that was the older stream that I got rid of. There we go. All right, now I can see a few things a bit more detail. There we go. Okay, I'll get back to it. You want me to send you $50? I don't have $50. I don't really got money like that at all. In fact, your boy is broke. I'm broke. I ain't got no bread. Oh, you did? Oh shit. Where? Like as a donation in the stream? Give me 1 second. Because I'm looking. I'm checking phone notifications. I don't... Oh. Okay, you confused me there for a second. I'm like, what? I don't see any notifications or anything. I usually cuz I know I can get like accidentally miss some of that, like when somebody sends me something, sometimes I don't notice and I feel bad. So like I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to, if you I can't speak. If you had sent something, I didn't want to not notice, which is why I take that shit seriously. Just so people, you know, if somebody sends me something, I don't want to be disrespectful. Anyway, what am I gonna get? Let me see. This is gonna give me iframes later, but this is a good way to get SP as well. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I just take this. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Because that's gonna give me a lot of iframes when I start doing that later. And I think, do I want to go down fire? Do I want fire? I didn't even think about how I was gonna build this actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for legacy ring, maybe. Legacy ring. Is there any other fire stuff I should go for or consider? Let me think. Because I don't think I care for dash burn. That's not really something I'm interested in. But then there's Rend. There is Rend. I do need to get Dash Dagger, I think. Was it Dash Dagger? No, it was not Dash Dagger. It was, I'm trying to remember. What is this trigger off of? A Summon Blade Ring. Okay. Yeah, that's what I need. So getting 2 fire right now wouldn't be that bad, though. All things considered. Max MP would be nice, but yeah. Call you Cool Star? I'll just call you Star. I'm assuming that's a nickname of yours, and I'll just call you Star. Yeah, I'll do that. I guess I'll go with fire. I don't really need the MP, and the event early on is kind of useless to me, so let's go with fire. Let's go fire. I do like the... Oh, we dodge those. Okay, I like the fact that she has built-in bleed. I forgot that she had that. Just wait till I get the other stuff, though. Just wait till I get her other stuff. She's a beast of a character. The only thing she lacks is like extreme mobility. Like if she had some extreme mobility, she would also be a beast, but she's not really a character who gets that. All right. Let's see. Dang, I actually could. I could Because Fire Spirit's amazing. And I just started. You know what? Yeah, I will get Fire Spirit. I will get Fire Spirit. I'll replace that instead. I'll replace Attack Burn with Fire Spirit. Because that is going to be... That's just a better way to go about it. Yeah, let's go for it. And Quick Split would also be... Ooh, Quick Split? Quick Split, though? Quick Split, though, would be amazing. Because I get more of them out faster. Or the shape-shifting is probably the best choice, though. Quick Split is generally amazing, but these might be a bit better. Because this allows it to hit the same targets multiple times as well. This does allow people to hit the... yeah, I mean, that's... That is... honestly, I think I want to fish... But I can get that later. I don't actually need to, like, force it. I can get that later, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I'll ignore that, but I can go for Quick Split. Or Fire Spirit combo. Oh, never mind. It was right there. Fire Spirit combo was right there. Great. Alright. Now we got Tactics Blade. Do I want to go for Blade right now? What do I want to push for? If I push Blade, I can go for, where is it? Blade Ring, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Push for Blade Ring and then get the skill rend going. Because this is, I'm going to have this automatically. And then I can get this, and that's going to go, I can get this as well later. I can get Bloodthirsty Blade Ring on top of that. So I can have both of these in this run. If I play my cards right. So let me play my cards right and go for Blade. See, I might be lagging. Connection on OBS seems to be fine. Let me check the browser. Let me open up the stream itself and see. Even if I'm not lagging, I do want to make sure I check. It's very important to me that I check these things. Let's see. It would seem I'm currently... Yeah, no, I'm not lagging. It might be you. Might just be circumstances. But yeah, not me. It's not me. Alright. I do lose the burn, but honestly, DPS over burn for her is... Ah, shit, I should have dodged early. Forgot how long that takes to charge once you have that. I don't have the iframes available yet. If I had the iframes, I could have dealt with that pretty easily, but it's fine. No perfect clear. No perfect clear, that's fine. I'll lock in here. Let's see. Nope. Oh, what? He did it twice. I don't like that. Alright. There we go. So that so easily could have been a perfect clear. And there it is. There's the first legacy tactic going to be active. Now I could get Fatal Rend as well, but... Do I want to get Fatal Rend? Do I want to get Fatal Rend right now, or do I want to wait? I think I'll wait. What tactics do I have available at Umbra that I might want to synergize with later? I just thought about that. That actually might be a goated choice. Really nothing here. Realistically, nothing here that I care about. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. Because if I end up getting either Legacy Thunderstorm... No, if I get... Yeah, I think I should get Legacy Thunderstorm. Then I can get Fire Spirit Bounce. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm already going to try... I don't think I care about any of these, per se. Like, yeah, I don't care about these specifically. The Rend, I'll just let it stop at Fatal Rend and leave it there. I want to focus more on this bad boy right here. Appreciate the disco. Unless you... Was that fake? Was that fake? Okay. You're funny. Anyway. Let's see. So I'm thinking I'm gonna, yeah, so I'm gonna end up fishing for these anyway. I don't really need to get anything else, so that's clear. So I'm definitely gonna focus on thunder. I'm gonna focus on thunder. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Ignore these. Go to the advanced battle. Get some extra sauce. Butterfly swarm. Ah, man, I hate this room. Without triple dash, this room is a pain in the ass, bro. Oh my gosh, I hate this room so much. Without triple dash. Are you? Ugh! Ah, dude, if only I had triple dash there, it wouldn't have been a problem. But like, there's too many lasers, and I had to jump a lot. That's really frustrating. It's just, ugh, yuck. What a shitty run. Run that shit back. Nah, run that shit back. Delete that shit. Run that shit back. I do not agree. Unfortunately, it would be fake though. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Yeah, it is fake. It is fake. You know how I know it's fake? Because there is a section in the chat that I can check called fan funding. So when somebody does send something, it shows up there as its own separate category. That's how I know it's fake. More importantly, it also says please in the message. So yeah, that's not really, you know, all the signs point to it being fake, you know. It is what it is though. I ain't mad at you. In fact, I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay. Let me run that shit back though. I'm running the same build. I literally just have to lock in. I don't know why I fumbled that. But on the bright side, I do know exactly what I want to do. All right, I have the exact build in my head of what I want to go for now. So yeah, I died. But at the end of the day, I am playing on the hardest difficulty this game has to offer. So like enemies hurt like really, really badly. They do way more damage than is necessary. So, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. There's a small level of shame. About me dying that early on. But if I'm honest with you, I guarantee most people couldn't play this game on the regular difficulty, let alone the other hard difficulty. And then touching the hardest difficulty, nah. You know, there's a level of pride that I have with my skills. So, you know what? I'm not going to let that death get me down. I died, but you know what? I dare somebody to do better. Oh, I can't. Most people suck at roguelikes in general. Most people suck at video games. Like every video game. Like, that's something I'm starting to find out. Like, the older I get, the more I realize, like, a lot of people are just straight up bad at video games. And I'm not. So, you know what? I don't even fucking care. What? What you talking about? I don't know why you're dead set on trying to convince me that you donated. It's kind of a pointless goal, but you know, go off, do you. Let me see, let me think. Do I want to get the... I don't really want the javelin so early. Thousand Spears right now is busted. Oh shit. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. It's not triple dash. I would prefer triple dash right now, but you know what? Thousand Spears does make up for that. Gimme. Plus I have this. Get that. Yeah, man. I have options now. Yep. Look at that. Oh my. This attack is crazy. Especially for proccing certain things. Holy shit, it's gonna go nuts. That's not how that message would look like if you actually did. It's, listen, it's gonna be impossible for you to fake it for multiple different reasons. I'm gonna list them out for you. One, you already tried it the first few times, so no longer will there be. It's literally impossible to fall for it after you tried it multiple times. Two, the message itself, if you were to donate, looks entirely different. Like, it looks like a separate message. So, like, you know, there's that. Also, three, like I said before, there's a fan funding section that shows me the donations specifically, so I would know. So, like, if you can't fool me, or you can't fool my Sharingan. You can't fool my Sharingan, bro. Do I want to take Blade as my tactic, right? Do I want to go for Blade right now? He's probably gonna try to give me Legacy Storm. I don't want Legacy Storm. I just want to get Summon Whirlwind. Advanced Battle now would be great, but I need to get my build going. I don't even. Okay, I kind of care. Forget it. I care. I care enough to try to get my build going, or to get my survival going, because getting the potentials gives me a better chances at actually surviving. I don't have enough SP. Oh my gosh, I got caught there. I'm so annoyed. I hate getting hit in the first stage, bro. I hate it so much because I know I'm better than that. Like, and also, not to mention, because of the difficulty I'm on, every enemy basically does like a 1/4 of my health, no matter who they are. Like, every single enemy. And, you know, except for some enemies. Some enemies don't, but like, damn it, bro. Like, just getting hit a few times on the hardest difficulty will... Yeah, I've already lost. Bro, oh man, I'm so disappointed in myself. I could have dodged like most of that shit. I didn't play smart. I didn't play smart. I didn't do it. That's on me. That's on me. I should have played smarter. Let me lock in this time, for real. The only problem is, like, she has a really bad dash in the beginning, and until you get triple dash, her start is rough. So dodging certain things requires very smart plays. Like, I can't really be as aggressive, but the things I want to be aggressive, I keep ending up with the aggressive moves. I'm trying to set up for the 1,000 stabs, but I can't actually do it because I get shot in the face. That sucks. That's bad for my health. And I like my health. Dodge that, okay. Okay. Shut up, don't look at me like that. I said, shut up, don't look at me like that. There we go. Don't want the Great Tornadoes. I mean, it would trigger a lot of things, but I wish it would give me triple dash. Let me get the 1,000 spears though. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. That's not triple dash. It's not triple dash, but it's close enough. Honestly. Yep, it's close enough. I get a second attack out of it, so it does give me a bit more movement. And eventually I'll have iframes with it if I survive long enough. And I did want to get electricity, so one thing I want to fish for is one thing I want to fish for is gonna be, where is Thunderbolt? Nope. No, that's not what it was. It was Thunderstorm. That's what I want. I want to fish for a Thunderstorm, specifically Legacy Thunderstorm. That's what I want to get. So let's go do that. Let's get that. Now I could try to swap out for. Let's just go for the electricity first. There we go. Dodge that. Dodge that. I also got to remember I'm on a timer, so I can't like take my time. I can't be too tactical. Oh shit! Ah, field hazard. It's very annoying. I can't really take my time too much. I do have to be a bit unga bunga. Dodge that. There we go. Nope, dodge that. Okay. Dodge that, and he dead. Okay. That was a little bit messy, but I don't get a perfect clear because of the stage hazard. Oh my gosh. At least I got Thunderstorm. I got Thunderstorm prepared. Now I need to swap up. Oh, Swordy? Fuck all that other shit. Give me Swordy. Swordy's the truth. Check chat? Check chat for what? You sent another fake dono. What do you mean, bro? What am I checking chat for? What would I be checking chat for? Me confusion. Alright, let's see. 20% extra HP. I'll take that. I'll take that. Potential. I mean, I could go to the exchange. I got some bread. I got some bread and I got some rerolls. I don't know why you think I'm gonna fall for that. I'm not gonna fall for it, bruh. I gave you every reason why it literally is impossible for it to be real. You know, I'm just saying, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for. I should probably no. I'm gonna use my rerolls for the shop instead. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go for airborne attack. That way I have some airborne movement, and eventually I get some iframes in the air as well. Just nothing but iframes. I kind of want to get one of these, but I'm not going to. Refresh. Tactic Ascension. Yeah, upgrade. Rending Impact. Don't want to. Rending Impact means that just everything else gets stronger by a significant portion, so. Okay, and then. I guess I'll reroll. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't want to get any of these. Rend Boost. Ooh. Or, hold on, wait for it. I mean, I see the vision. With Rend Boost, I might actually. Extra 40% extra damage? Extra 40% damage on top of this with the scaling could be great. That could be like goated actually. But also, this is gonna be the go-to. That's gonna be the go-to no matter how you look at it. Let's reroll again. Got a bit of health back. All right. One more reroll. Some health, and now let's spin big bread. Let's spend it all. Let's spend it all. Ooh, that's almost triple dash. I would have loved triple dash, but you know what? You know what? That's fine. That means I get an airborne too. And then let's see. Don't want to. It's fine. I'll take what I got, and then no tactic ascension though. I didn't end up spending all my money. I got a Vanguard battle, should be fine. I don't have triple dash yet, but you know what? The Vanguard battle should be okay, for the most part. Maybe. Oh shit! Oh no! This is the worst fight to get with no triple dash. I'm cooked. I'm dead. I'm dead as fuck. Oh no! Yeah, it's wraps. Like, normally this fight's not that bad, but like with no triple dash, I have no chance of survival, like at all. Unless I like lock in. I gotta like ultra lock in. No games. Where'd he go? Stop running from me. Don't you run from me! Damn. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I almost fucking died there. That is a terrible fight to get with no triple dash. Oh my goodness. Brother man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's getting super old. Like, I don't want to be mean, but it's getting kind of annoying with the fake dono stuff. Like it. Stop. No more of that. Say you could talk and say anything else. No more fake dono bullshit. It's not. It wasn't really funny the first time. Put it like that. All right. Anti-way. Soul Eater. Cold of the Week. Cold of the Week actually would be great. No, I don't want the adrenaline flow. Soul Eater wouldn't be bad, but also I think having final damage is better. I don't like. Look, man. All right, bro. I was gonna say I don't like being mean and killing vibes and everything. A little bit of trolling ain't hurt nobody, but yeah, that shit's unironically getting on my nerves. That shit is unironically getting on my nerves. And I'm not usually one to get annoyed, but you're pushing on a button I didn't even know I had, brother. I need you to stop that. I need you to stop that. Last time I verbalize it. Please and thank you. Okay. Let me lock in here. I think I want to take the potential. Maybe get a triple dash here. Unfortunately, I'm far from a top streamer. I am the equivalent of a regular dude in the Olympics. And you know what? That's okay. There we go. Perfect. Alright. That's pretty good. Defense breaking is actually gonna be super helpful. I want to take that rest. I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna take that rest. Okay. Do I want more time or HP? I'll give more time. I don't really need the HP mixture. More time is gonna save the run. Plus my DPS isn't quite there yet. Okay. I don't want the event. I definitely don't want ice. Take the exchange point. Let's go for the exchange point. Let's do it. There we go. There we go. Exchange point ×2 wouldn't be bad, but I'm gonna go for the shop. I got money to spend. Okay, potential. Ooh, iframes off that would be nice. That gives me invincibility here. That's not bad. You know what? Give me the iframes here. That's gonna give me iframes and other stuff in the future. And then I feel like I'm gonna need the HP mixture and give me this too. Do I want that shadow? I don't think I do. I don't think I want that shadow. Let's go with Thunder Bounce. Let's see. I'm not gonna re-roll it. I don't need to re-roll. I'm good on that. I should be fine. Probably, maybe. This boss fight without a triple dash is annoying, but it's not impossible. Oh, what? Ah, I got caught. I got clipped by it last second. I can't escape from that. I don't have triple jump either. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna have to like super lock in. That's, I forgot he has like that. He has a true combo too. Dodge that. There we go. There we go. Enough of that. Hit you with this. Hit him with this. GG. Listen, bro. I ain't gonna check the chat if all you're saying is a bunch of fake donations, and then check the chat, fake donation, check the chat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really close to just timing you out, brother. You're genuinely getting on my nerves at this point. Like, there's no more, like, I don't even want to be nice about it. You're genuinely getting on my nerves. Stop it, or I'm just sending you to the Shadow Realm. That's it. That's the kibosh on that one, bro. That's the kibosh on that one. Yeah, bro. You're really gonna stick to this bit, huh? You really want to stick to this bit? Got it. Well, I appreciate your time here, and I hope that you have a great time somewhere else. Thank you for playing. Goodbye. Honestly, that was so annoying, I wasn't even willing to make a funny bit out of it. Trolls are really obnoxious, especially when they're ignorant about it. Like, okay. Like, I was hoping that he at least would move on to something a bit more interesting. You know, maybe come up with a different bit or take his time. Because, you know, a funny troll is funny. Period. But that was just pure stupidity, okay? Like, oh yeah, let me do the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and maybe it might be funny the 100th time. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. How you doing, O2? Like, I don't even like getting angry at people. It's just like, I really don't. Like, that's the worst part. It's like, I genuinely just want him to understand, like, there's chances, and you're given chances. But sometimes, no, not even sometimes. There's times in life where you just run into people who just, they're either really stupid, or they've just been given too many passes in life. Therefore, they don't understand how annoying they might be when they're doing too much. And then they get on the internet, and it's like, yeah, those people are the worst. Because whether it be on Discord, streaming, fucking anywhere, you run into these sorts of people. Their jokes aren't funny. Their attempts at bothering you isn't really bothering. It's just actually annoying because they're just doing the same dumb shit over and over. Like Like if he had variety in his attempts to, mess with me a little bit, I would have probably made a bit out of it or something. And honestly, it would have like it wouldn't. I wouldn't even be annoyed. It probably like I could have turned it into something funny. Funny people, even if they're insulting, can act or annoying, can actually, make for a funny moment. I could have done something with that, but instead he was just stupid. Like unironically, just a stupid troll. Not the good kind, the worst kind, the type you don't want to see because it's like their brain is running on 2 IQ, but they have it in their head that they gotta fucking troll you no matter what. But they only know one way to do it. And if that one way doesn't work, keep on trying. Like, bro, fucking hell, I can't stand it. Like, what? Ah! Ah! How you doing, Lego? Also, what are you saying stop for? Did you? What do you mean it's you? Are you the person? Are you green red spider? Listen, bro. You have literally okay, Mister. Okay, you're on your alt. Whatever. You have one chance, and that one chance is now. Do not do any more bullshit. Do not do any more bullshit. Don't. Just don't do it. You're not funny. You're not even really getting on my nerves because of what you're saying. You're getting on my nerves because of how stupid you're being. Like if you're gonna be a troll, be creative, bro. Don't just say the same shit over and over and over. Check chat, bro. Check chat, bro. Shut the fuck up. All right. Like this is me actually getting. This is me actually. This is me giving you my 100% full annoyance and like it's like salt. Like I'm not fucking around, bro. Don't waste this opportunity because if I was any other like person and I didn't have a conscience and I was just like if I was anyone else on the internet, I promise you wouldn't be in my chat right now. The moment you revealed that you were the person I just banned, if it was anyone else, you would have just got banned again. It would have been a double fucking feature. All right, I'm giving you a chance to not be an annoying asshole. Be a normal person now or leave forcefully because I'm not dealing with that shit. You got the wrong person, brother. Anyway, you have 6 other accounts that can all get banned. Are you aware of this? I don't think you've done the mental math. I do not think you've done the mental math. Let me spell it out for you. You attempt to mess with me on multiple different accounts. They all end up banned over the course of however long that takes. And then what ends up happening is you run out of accounts. So maybe you got a desperation to keep it going because you think you're having a good time. Make another account and with a new email. And then I ban that one. It's no skin off my back, bro. Like it would be less stress on me to just ban you and have you just run the gauntlet and send all your accounts my way and just get them all out of here. So you can either stop attempting to be annoying, or you can find out how quickly you're going to run out of accounts and how annoying it is to make emails over and over for one person. You do. Now that I've done the math for you, now that I've spelt out the future for you, because you didn't do the math in your own head, you didn't figure it out yourself. Take your pick. You have 2 options. It's not even really a fork in the road. You either go forwards or you go backwards. Oh, I said not be mean earlier when I was giving you a chance. Now you're getting the angry version of me. This version of me doesn't give a shit about your feelings. I don't care. I don't care if someone else showed up and was like, "Oh, your language is rude." Fuck you. Don't. Don't. I was being nice, being very nice. And you took that shit for granted. Now you're getting the real me, all right, bro? You're getting the real me, and the real me doesn't play these games. You're not gonna get the chance to just make your funny little or at least what you think is your funny little stupid comments. You're not gonna get the chance to do it, all right? I'm not even gonna humor that shit. So yeah, no more of that. No more of that. Now, just like the title of this stream, lock in. Okay. All right. IFC. All right, run the gauntlet, brother. I'll catch you on the flip side. Get that ass banned. You know, sometimes you just gotta look at little kids and wonder, why? What happened? What did his parents do for him to end up like that? Because why? Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, let's carry on. What was I doing? Making a decision. I could get this for the iframes, but nah, I need to reroll for triple dash. There we go. Triple dash unlocked. Now we're in business. We in business. I should probably get this for the cost reduction, but let me get that triple dash though. There's triple jump too, but I need triple dash. Go ahead and upgrade Kane so I can actually heal better from that. I need to start using Kane more. If I'm gonna get hit, I'm gonna use Kane more. Attention seeking. Yeah. Usually there's a bit more to it though. Running the gauntlet. Get that ass banned. Omae wa mou shinderu. Nani? I'm not sure if you speak Japanese, but fuck you. Alright. Sent to the Shadow Realm. Another one bites the dust. And another one comes, and another one comes. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Okay. Now I should do the exchange point. But this, oh, it's a covenant. Okay. I really prefer black markets, but here we go. Because black markets are just a trade of HP for a crazy effect. Usually better. Anyway, invulnerable state is invalid. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. You can't do that to me. When using MP can't automatically be restored. I don't have any other ways to get MP back. This character doesn't really have MP generation. There's no way that's accurate. There's no way that that countdown's accurate. Right? Right? No way. Anyway, I don't think I want to get that either way. Can't choose. No, I need golden and I need double tactics. What the hell? Oh, brother. These covenants stink. Let's reroll one time. I'll give it one reroll. Let me see. Exchange space has a chance to discount all items. That is amazing. That's insane. That's insane right there. And this one, obligation is greatly reduces HP, restores HP. And HP restored. I mean, that just, I do have a way to regen, so this isn't that bad. But let's see. I don't need to take that because I don't even want that effect. I don't want the 30% chance. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Let's see. If I was on Ragnar, this would be amazing. Because that means Ragnar would basically have practically infinite MP. Then he'd have practically infinite HP regeneration. So, yeah. So long as you build up your potentials, having this on Ragnar, this would be busted. Like, you would just have a legendary run. But it is what it is. Okay, can refresh 2 items in space. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do it. 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 I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get the discount coupon and go with it. Oh yeah. Potential times 2 or advanced battle. Potential times 2 is better. Because one is giving me exactly what I want. The other one's giving me a little bit what I want. go. A lot of interrupt on the build right now. Okay. Bam. All right. Okay, now I'm really starting to get some shit going. Starting to feel good now. Starting to feel good now. Okay. Just need to get past the first phase and get my triple dash up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep. I think I'm gonna go for. I'm not gonna get this yet until I can. Well, no. If I get this now, I can push for the iframes. Do I get that yet? But I don't, because the thing is, this modifies my hold, and it makes it much more risky. And when it's risky, I can't do certain things. Like, I can't even dash out as easily. Although the kick is good. But I have other ways to break super armor, so it's not that big a deal. It really isn't. Yeah, let's go for this. So I got some extra aerial iframes. Yep, so stuff like that can't bother me too much. I don't want to get that right now. Let's get this. Dust Maple. And then I don't want ice tactics. I don't want it. Fire tactics. Let's see if I can get a fire spirit. If I can get fire spirit, that'd be great. There we go. Yeah, we dodged that. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my goodness. And I get the fire spirit. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Yes. Yes. Oh, I just realized. I'm assuming Trobro decided to stop sacrificing accounts. You know what, real quick, let's go over the fatal flaws of Trobro and why ultimately he failed to be a troll. One, no, actually, we're not even gonna go over the fact that he obviously didn't troll properly in any intelligent way, with any kind of intelligence or understanding of communication in the slightest. That's obvious. Here's where things went wrong. He made his stance that he's just gonna come back on an alt account, right? We saw this. It is what it is. It happens. Not the first time I dealt with that. But the problem is, on his first go round, when his whole idea when he first joined the stream earlier, he decided he approached the because there was a stream earlier that I did, which was a Star Wars stream, which fell through because the stuff I was trying to play literally didn't function properly, so I had to scrap the whole thing. But point is, he introduced himself as someone who was a Star Wars fan, which is how he found the content in the first place, because it was a Star Wars stream. Of course, it was in his algorithm. That's information that I was given through his actions and the things that he said. Fast forward, I make the new stream, he shows up immediately. He had subscribed to me during the Star Wars stuff. And for whatever reason, he decides to no longer be a normal person. Now, you could say that could be an information probing phase where he's trying to just, make a persona so he can, get in my head easier, if that was what he thought he was doing. Maybe I'm giving him a lot of credit there, all things considered. But let's pretend like he had a greater agenda, just for the sake of theory crafting entertainment value. Let's say he thought, okay, if I build a persona, it'll be harder, it'll be better for the trolling when I start messing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what he was thinking. Didn't realize that, maybe he doesn't realize that not everybody's parasocial and doesn't easily just decide that someone's their friend or trustworthy. Like, who does that? I don't. Anyway, Fast forward, while he was here during the early parts of this stream, before he started trolling, or attempting to, he gave me information about himself. Specifically, he gave me his nickname, something that's very important. He told me his name was Star. Or he told me his nickname that he wanted me to call him was Star. Something Star. I forget the other part. I just relegated it to Star because I wasn't gonna say the other part out loud. That's too much of a mouthful. Just whatever. Anyway, point is, that's information. While also, harmlessly trying the fake donation thing at first. Didn't really work, but that's where the stupidity started coming in, because he just kept doing the same thing over, which it's whatever, bro. All right, like I said, that's not what this discussion is about. The discussion is where he really went wrong. Truly, is giving me his nickname, the nickname he uses probably across multiple platforms, probably across games, Discord. Something to do with Star is in his nickname for a lot of his usernames for things, just not on that specific account that he was talking to me on. And then he shows up on the most recent account that he showed up on that I instantly banned. The reason I knew it was him wasn't even because of anything in particular. I just literally saw the username being, and I quote, Star Ads. Star Ads. ADDS. Huh. So not only did you tell me that you have multiple alts, but also one of your alts quite literally is named as if it's a alt with some kind of personality tied to it, aka your nickname that you wanted me to call you. So his dumb ass showed up thinking he's just gonna act like a normal person. He's gonna act like he's new here. He act like he doesn't know what's going on. What he types is very, very hilarious to me. He types, "Hi, what game is this?" The problem with that sentence is that shit doesn't make any sense. Y'all want to know why that doesn't make any sense? At least on the kick side. Let me show you why that doesn't make any sense on the kick side, bruh. Here's what is visible on OBS. I'm not showing anything else. I just want to show this. This is a YouTube stream. This is a YouTube short stream. That's it. This is what you see when you tune in. You know what the title? You wanna know what the title of that stream is? I'll show you the title of the stream. So there's literally no way you fuck it up. There's literally no way you fuck it up. That's why it's so stupid. So I knew it was him just pretending immediately. Despite even without the name, it would have been obvious. Because, oh, wrong thing, hold on. The name of the stream is quite literally new character, I lock in. Oh, that's a typo. It was supposed to be I'm locking in. Anyway, let me fix that real quick. It's literally in the title. It's everywhere. It's in there's a hashtag, all that. So realistically, this stream wouldn't even pop up for people if they don't have something to do with video. If they don't have something to do in their algorithms with video games, Blazblue, or fighting games specifically. So, or roguelikes. That's the only way it's just gonna pop up in your algorithm, unless you just happen to be a watcher of me. Then YouTube's gonna put me in algorithm regardless. But that doesn't matter. So like ultimately, it was just really stupid of him to just go with the ignorant, to play up the ignorant angle and be like, oh hey, you're out of what game is this? I'm a normal person. I haven't been here before. Like really, bro? You really can't tell what game this is? Now this wouldn't be the first time someone has like said that to me and actually meant it. But the problem with his logic is he thinks that I'm gonna fall for that when that's the literal first thing he says. Most people, they show up and they're like, they greet me and they're like, hey, if they show up in chat and they talk, the natural approach is, for future reference, anybody who wants to try to troll, which won't work. I'm quite good at detecting these things. All right, I'm big Bevin. But if you want to, like, here's the thing: do not ever come across as immediately asking me what game it is when that's the first thing you say. That's not what normal people. That's not what people normally do. What a person normally does is they show up, they talk in chat like, "Hey, what's up? Hi, or hello." And I'm like, "How you day going? Good." Blah, 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 words, whatever. And then there's a, "Hey, so what game is this? I've never seen this before." Not a, "Hey, what game is this? Hi, hi, I'm new. How's it going here? What game is it?" is this? Like, bro, you don't shove that all in one sentence. Most people don't care what's on the screen at first in the first place. Either that or they already know what's on the screen. They already know what game it is. So it's like, yeah, I just wanted to break that down. I just wanted to break down the illogicalness of everything that just occurred. Because it sure was stupid, I tell you what. It sure was. Let me get a sip of the juice. Yeah, baby, yeah, delicious. But yeah, so ultimately, if you're gonna be a troll, I might even make a video just dedicated to organizing the principles of trolling, like the real ones, not this rage baiting bullshit a lot of kids are growing up with that they're just, oh, I'll just say something to make someone angry. No, trolling goes deeper than that, and not all the time it's a goal of a troll to piss you off. That is not the main goal of trolling. Sometimes it's just basic social engineering, just like there's levels to this shit, and people don't know these levels, and they think they're clever when they try basic tactics and do them wrong even, which is the crazy part. Like, how are you gonna have confidence doing shit entirely wrong? That's insane work. That is insane work, bro. Anyway, hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me check my phone real quick before I go back to playing the game. Computer's running again? Good shit. By the way, what was wrong with it? Unless you already typed that, did you say it? Maybe I was too busy dealing with Shits McGee to fully let me see. Oh, no, I don't think you said it. Oh, got you. Yeah, I forgot. Your shit takes forever to boot up. That's crazy that it takes this long. It really took that long? That's spooky. Hmm. Hold on, give me 1 second. Reading something on Discord. Anyway. Yeah, see you. See you too. Yeah, have a good one. All right. Go. Anything interesting going on here? Okay. Anyway, back to the video game now. Officially back to the video game. I guess the only true downside that I had to deal with, because Star Wars Unleashed 1 and 2, it didn't work out at all. And that was like that was a big part of my stream plan today, like a massive part of it. Like the rest of the stream is gonna feel hollow, I'm not gonna lie. Like playing Blazblue was supposed to be like a tag on at the very end of the stream. Like, okay, towards the end, let me just play like a round or two of like 1 round of Blazblue. Maybe not even a full thing, just, you know, just get in the spirit of it a little bit and then like end the stream. So now I'm just kind of in this weird place where my day plans completely messed up. So I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that entirely. Maybe that sounds a little bit dramatic, but you know. Maybe it's a little bit dramatic. There we go. Fall down for you. For me, buddy. Alright, there we go. Good clear. I love the range she has. And there goes iframes. There it is. Let's see. Do I want to? Do I want to? Do I want to get it right now? I think so. I think I'm gonna get it right now. Boo doo doo doo. Advanced battle, probably. I could push the tactics though. I do want to go for. The more I think about it, let's get this going. Let's get it going. This is where I could push towards my double tactic. I want to get the potential, but at the same time, there's a part of me that knows. The part of me that knows I gotta get my tactics going too. Gotta show equal love. Oh, oh wow. I'm not gonna get that perfect clear, but I gotta remember I have Ragnar's skill, so I can heal. I have Ragnar's skill, so I can heal. And with Ragnar's, I can easily get through a lot of these situations. How you doing, Rylan? Rylan, you wanna know what's funny? I guess it turned out to be, you know, me keeping it going and not ending the stream because of the Star Wars thing turned out to be a great idea. You wanna know why that turned out to be a great idea? I didn't see your comments. What comments? What? Are you talking about on where? Huh? Have you been talking this whole time? Or typing in chat this whole time? Wait, yeah, I don't believe that they were. I didn't see it receive a single pop-up anyway. I think you might have been in a genjutsu, like whatever stream you were watching was like a ghost of the stream. Is that like an issue that like on the Kick app or something? That's crazy. That's crazy. Give me the gist of whatever you were talking about. Like if you said anything in particular, because if there was anything you wanted to talk about that was like an alternate subject, or if it was about Mr. L Troll, you know. Oh, L2 left. She was here for a little bit, which is fine. But yeah, she's gone now. You unfortunately were in the Shadow Realm for too long. You were that's crazy. You were in the literal Shadow Realm, all thanks to Kick. That's crazy. Yeah, you got a good conversation? Start that shit. Hit me. You know I love conversations. Oh wait, why didn't you start with that? Just kidding. Give me that Vanguard battle though. Ooh. This shit gonna be juicy. This shit gonna be juicy. Ooh, almost got murdered. Now I'm doing damage, bro. Now I got some damage. Got some DPIs. Look at that range. Look at that range. Look at that distance. Oh shit. There we go. Nope, dodge that. There we go. Shit. Oh, wow. I don't like the way that made me feel. I don't like the way that made me feel, motherfucker. I don't like the way that made me feel. I don't like the way that made me feel. Anyway, okay, so do I think whoopings is abuse or discipline? It depends. It really does depend for me. As a someone, excuse me, obviously, you know, I'm black. I grew up with parents who did. I have received a total of maybe like 6 or 5 whoopings in my entire life because I was not a bad kid. But you know, so I can say there is a certain level of there's nuance to this conversation, because I'm not just gonna say, well, no kid deserves blah, 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 because we just got done seeing the product of a kid who probably needs their ass beat pop up in my chat. But yeah, I think that it depends. There might be there's times where there's a severity thing, but also the nuance comes in when it's like, if you did an amazing job parenting your child from you know, year 1 to, you know, year 10, then they probably won't have any unnecessarily bad traits, at least in your presence. And if you ever notice any sort of bad behavior that didn't come from you or anywhere in the household, then maybe you correct that. You can do that verbally or through actions and conversations, literally talking with your child, who they've been hanging around. Was it a kid in your class? Yeah, they don't be like, you know, that sort of thing, right? I do believe there is true merit for genuinely not putting your hands on your kids when you do a really great job being a parent and they learn how to listen. But if you have children who don't fucking listen and they're just rowdy rage machines, or they're you got Bebe's kids, nah, bro. Up pole. I'm just kidding. Don't shoot them. But no, get the belt, bro. Get the belt. Like, bad kids need genuine correction, because the way I see it, if like genuinely bad kids aren't stuck like that. They might be a product of their circumstances and the people around them, and the lack of structure and everything like that. But at the same time, the way I see it, a real bad kid who you feel like, honestly, a good belt, like one good, you get that one good whooping. Some kids will never be bad for the rest of their life. Some kids, like, they might only wait till they're like, till they're 18 or something before they do some bad shit again, or whenever they feel like they're an adult. You know, that's the sort of, like, a good whooping will really set you right if you're on a fucked up path, because it's very true to life that if you go down a bad path in life and a bunch of bad shit happens to you because, well, you're on a bad path, you're doing a bunch of bad shit, health wise, consequences with the law, whatever, right? That's gonna either have somebody correct themselves or keep doing the same thing. And as children, they have a better chance of correcting themselves once they face consequences for bad actions, like actually acting a whole ass fool, to put it as my parents would put it, and other black parents would too. I'm black, of course, duh. Anyway, but yeah, like that is an opportunity where, hey, you beat that, you get that kid one good time. Listen, right timing, the right amount of ass beating. Listen, they gonna do right. Maybe not forever, but there's a lesson to be learned in that pain. Fuck them tears. Life gonna make you cry a whole lot more after you get up out this house. So, like, shut that shit up. After all that stuff you were doing in class, I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you running you through the fucking the matrix real quick, right? I'm just running you through that matrix real quick, right? Like, there's circumstances where it makes sense. If your kid is doing some fuck shit, if you don't correct them while they're young, they'll end up doing that fuck shit when they're older, and they probably will be stuck in their ways. And if they end up dead or in jail, what are you gonna you're gonna be another boo-hoo parent, you know, or maybe you're gonna be standing over a grave like, my kid was not a bad person, he was a good person, he followed the law, and you're saying all, you know, like, parents be capping over their kids' funerals after they just lived a thug life. You know, motherfuckers who live that thug life die, and at their funeral, their moms and aunties and shit be saying all this, like, good shit about them. It's like, bro, we can literally look at their internet history, like, because they posted like a lot of their crimes on Instagram or some shit. Like, you can look at all the police, you can ask people in the neighborhood that they lived in. Them niggas were demons. Them motherfuckers were demons, bro. What are we talking about? You raised a demon and you never corrected him once, or at least not enough. So, like, look, the way I see it, a combination of genuinely good parenting early on, and if they get and if there's bad influences here and there who you know, tend to teach your kid some crazy shit, and you're like, hey, don't do that. No, don't do that. Whatever that is, don't do that shit. And they don't listen, then maybe a little whooping's in order, because stubbornness needs to be worn down, all right? A stubborn child doing the wrong thing, you don't just give them a talking to at that point. There's some kind of physical contact. They need to learn that just like in real life, outside of this household, you disrespect anybody else, they might hit you. You disrespect me, your parents, well, and especially when I'm trying to do right by you and make sure you turn out better, bro. The beating you shall receive will be tantalizing. Yes. I'm just saying. Sometimes when a kid picks up bad habits and they try to hold on to them, you might need to slap that shit out of them. Cause if you don't, who will? Who will? Now, that I'm not saying, I don't speak for child abuse or anything, but I also don't believe that some kids don't deserve to get a right smack on the back of the head. Like, just a strong, it's a loud one too, like you know, just like that shit rung across the universe. Because some of these kids, man, like they'll have moments where they're really good kids, and then they just flip the switch, and you're like, bro, this other side of you needs some correction. And I'm not your mom, I ain't your dad. I'ma just step out the way. I'm just not gonna deal with you. That's up to them if they wanna let you be like however the fuck that part two of little kid that I thought was a sweet kid. Yeah, it's up to their parents to deal with that shit. Nuh-uh. I'm just gonna get out the way. I'm gone. I don't have to deal with that shit. Anyway, let me read chat real quick. Isn't it like a generational trauma? We gotta break the tradition. It's very normalized. Parents grew up in... No, I think when it comes to generational trauma for that thing, I think it was extreme beatings. That's where I think that comes in. But if you, I'm not saying beat the shit out of your child and like tear them a new one. Like, I'm not saying none of that. Absolutely not. But I am saying, like, sometimes you gotta get a little bit physical with some of these kids. They get in their head that they can do whatever they want, and they start acting a certain way. You can't let them do that, because then they're gonna pick up all sorts of bad habits. Because who's gonna stop them if not you, the parent? And they're not listening to your words at that point. What, are you gonna just let them go down a bad path? Because, oh, I don't want to hurt them. They're gonna hurt themselves at some point. So you might as well save them future pain. Smack them upside the head. Maybe get the belt a little bit. I don't know. Just a little something. All right, I'm not saying go crazy. I'm just saying sometimes you gotta teach these kids there's consequences for being a bad person. Because if they don't know while they're young, they're gonna act like they don't know when they're older and end up in all sorts of crazy situations. We see adults right now do dumb shit constantly, and on the news, on the internet, it's like, bro, what the fuck happened to you in your childhood to think that doing this shit at 35 years old is not gonna get you put in a jail cell for the rest of your fucking life? Like, there's people who come from different places and they have all sorts of behavior, and they get to a more civilized place, and it's like, you know, people don't really do that here, but they don't care. You know, and then they end up in jail for it. Like, why am I in jail? Back where I came from, this was fine. It's like, wherever the fuck you came from is a bunch of cavemen, bro. What the fuck? Anyway, let me can you read that chat though? I feel like they're places. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely don't. I'm definitely not one for traumatizing children. Never do that. I don't like the idea of traumatizing children. There's levels to this shit, and a lot of parents have the bad habit of when they, like, the parents who do get physical with their children, beat them or whatever, whoopings, whatever, right? Like, a lot of the time, those whoopings end up embodying a lot of extra emotions from the stress of life. So I feel like as a parent, if you can't separate your anger, your frustration with the rest of the world from your children. Like, you should never get like shout at them, get angry at them for some shit that happened at work, for some shit that happened at the bank, for a card that got declined. That's not their fault. You're the one who decided to have a child and raise it. You're the one who decided this is the life that you're gonna live. This is a child you're gonna raise. So don't treat them like the problem when you accepted that responsibility. That shit I don't agree with. Never let that rage from the outside world reach them, because in a way, not even in a way, that is directly letting the outside world hurt them when they're supposed to be in your care. You're supposed to be taking care of them. They're supposed to be raised well under your roof, under your protection. But instead, you let the rage that you feel from the rest of the world and interacting with the rest of the world reach directly to them, because when you interact with them, all that anger, all that energy is sent towards them, especially when it comes down to whoopings because they did something and you beat them extra hard. And it's like none of that, and then you have to, and then a lot of these parents have to look back at it and be like, yeah, no, that it didn't call for all that. Like, I really swung with like that. When you swing it on a kid with grown man strength or adult strength, that's a whole different conversation. That's different. That's a different topic. That's actually just abuse, and that person needs to get themselves checked. Even if their intention was disciplining their badass kids. First off, you probably already missed the mark. But second, it's like there's levels to this shit. There's discipline, and then there's just, yeah, you took your anger out on them because you had to. You just got told some bullshit at work. Nah, that's not gonna fly, bro. That's not gonna fly. And like, oftentimes you can tell when extra anger or when a parent feels bad about accidentally doing shit like that. One of the main signs that I've come to learn from other people in my life, my existence, my life, it's like in my life alone, because obviously I'm a black teen, I'm a black adult. I had black parents, so I know the experience. I understand. I've been there. But one of the main things is like they'll come to you later and be like, "Hey, you okay?" They won't like say it like that, but they'll like give you something. Like, they'll make you some food or something. I got you some food. You know, try to be nice to you and make it up to you. And like, the thing is, that's also ass backwards, because at that point, wasn't your actions supposed to be disciplinary? So why do you feel bad if you quote unquote did the right thing? Well, you felt bad because your rage, your wrath from the rest of the world was involved in that disciplinary action. It was no longer discipline at that point. That's why they feel bad. See, I can tell you firsthand, whenever the few times I did get whoopings in my life, my dad didn't feel bad at all. And you know why they didn't feel bad? Because one, I was acting a fucking fool. Two, they didn't go beyond any measure they needed to. They did just enough. So there was no reason for them to feel bad. Zero reason for them to feel like they overdid it. So that's why I truly believe that the generational trauma curse can be broken, but we don't need to end the, like, I think whoopings have a place when it comes to child discipline. If your kid gets too ridiculous and words ain't working, and taking their shit ain't working either, and they're getting crafty, you need to show them that you're still in control. You're the parent, and they're not gonna act like a fucking criminal in your household. You know what I mean? Like, that's because a lot of these kids growing up nowadays, they don't have that kind of discipline at all. No discipline. And we see this all the time on Discord, all over the place. Like, these kids have no morals, no honor, no soul, no sense of what's right and wrong sometimes. Like, it's crazy how wild these kids are. Anyway. Have you ever been assigned by a parent as a child? No, I have not. Why not just take away the game or electronics? It just doesn't work that well. I can tell you firsthand, if someone took my shit away, or whenever my stuff got taken away, I just went outside and went to my friend's house. Oh no, my PlayStation was taken away. I guess I'm just gonna go to Jalen's house. I'll play on his Wii U. I guess I'll just go to Corey's house. I'll play on his Xbox. We go, you know what? Me and Kevin can head to the park. We could chill. There's other ways to get around the implications of punishment. And when punishment is when you can overcome punishment, punishment is no longer valid. When children are crafty, at some point they're gonna start thinking for themselves. At some point they're gonna start thinking, I don't care about that. I was trying to play the game today, but honestly, I got options. When kids realize they have options, Yeah, that's when shit gets even when you oh you can't go outside today. No week. No for a week. And then it's like yeah, but also there's still the fact that they can see their friends at school and you know, and it worst comes to worst, you know, like you know, we could just you could be very straightforward about some things. Like let's put it like this. Okay, so no friends coming over, can't go outside, no technology, nothing. Okay, for a week or however long. Okay, so when I go to school, I'm just gonna have fun there. And that what that ends up doing is that kid gets crafty enough that they just do things while in the places they're allowed to go or they quote unquote have to go. And then that's where problems start. I've seen plenty of kids who just wanted to waste time having fun at school, and when they get in, they bring up the fact that they're on punishment at home and they can't do this and the third, and they're just like, and it's for like a month or something. And then like fast forward, people wonder why these kids don't pay attention in school, because at home they can't be at home. It's not a leisurely time. It's not a great place to be for them. They're under punishment and they're trying to find a way around it because they're being disciplined. Duh. So it's like, to a degree, it works, but it doesn't work because what you end up doing is teaching your kid to be crafty, but not tactfully crafty, not in a way that actually makes sure their life is still on track. Because children don't care if their life is off track. They don't care if they got a bad grade. They don't really care if they got a fucking D in fucking a class that they're supposed to be, that they had good grades in. If that means they get to have fun here and but nowhere else, and fuck it. That's how kids think. That's how teenagers think. Therefore, taking their shit away from them just makes them want to get it somewhere else. And then when they turn out to start getting, and then like when they get old enough to actually start really getting crafty, you know, like when they hit those mid-teens and everything, they start doing some real stupid shit. Yeah, good luck trying to catch them at that point. You're already a busy parent. And by your shit ass, weak ass disciplinary actions, instead of teaching them a lesson that was valuable, you put them down a path of just avoiding you and outright ignoring your punishments with alternatives. And those alternatives can be really unhealthy. Next thing you know, they might be a pothead just because it's a good way to not think about you. And they get their drugs from their friend who has unlimited access for some reason because his parents are bad people. You know what I mean? Like that is such a common scenario for a lot of people. You know, they just end up doing what the fuck ever. And that's how it is. Now I'm no parent, and I'm not gonna tell people how to raise their kids. Okay, maybe I would, but at the same time, it's like there's a level of logic that if you approach it right, there's no need to, you know, do things correctly. You just exist and get the job done because you know, like you just did things normally. There's a normal way to parent that doesn't involve like a fucking correct or wrong way. There's all sorts of ways to parent, but a lot of people don't have the normal formula to raising anybody, let alone themselves. So that's where the problem is. People don't even know how to raise their fucking self. They're dealing with all sorts of trauma, problem, everything. And you expect them to be normal when they raise kids? The fuck? There's motherfuckers buying handbooks on how to fucking discipline a child. How the fuck do you think? Like, bro, I'm 25 years old, and if I can figure this shit out, it's not that hard. It's not, there's a balance to this shit, and the balance isn't that hard to strike. You know why I know that? Because I was a kid, and I look back on my old years, and I think about how would I raise myself. It's as simple as that. How would you raise yourself if you had to make sure you were a good person? Like if you had to take care of your past version of you, like right now, and like I'm talking like full time. You're taking care of yourself, you're re-raising yourself to be a better person. How would you do it? You probably know exactly how you would do things because you understand yourself. You just take that same logic and apply it to your future children. Problem solved. There you go. It's not a fucking mystery. I know it sounds so simple because it is. This shit's been done before. But motherfuckers just would rather be confused and blame everything and everyone else. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta go put up my chickens. It's about that time.
いけそうかな。来ないならこっちから行くよ。 いけそうかな。来ないならこっちから行くよ。
All right, I returned. Let me reread chat. I think I missed something before I left. Me stare at the screen. Anything I hear how parents hit their kids with electric cords and belts and all that crazy and weapons, I'm like, how y'all still cool as your parents? Like, how'd your parents find that way of parenting okay? Yeah, I can never, like, when my dad talks about how he was, how he got disciplined and shit, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, to give you an idea, my dad is 65 years old. Is that right? You know, just saying that number out loud is crazy. Saying that number out loud is crazy. But yeah, so you can imagine the era that he lived through. Pretty ridiculous. I don't get how moms think they're protecting their child from the outside by buying them weed or vape. Wait, parents buy their kids vapes and shit now? Is that actually what they do? I thought like a lot of these kids were getting that shit, you know, like especially these younger kids nowadays. I thought they were just getting that shit like friends and bullshit. I didn't think their parents were getting it for them. Are you serious? What the fuck? Where is that, like a tick? What? See, this is what I be talking about, bro. Parenting, people think parenting is like this hard, like fucking manifest task, and it's like, it is. It's hard to deal with the stress of parenting, but actually, the process of raising children is just a matter of constant applied and reapplied common sense. But what you just explained to me is the opposite. Instead of common sense, it's incompetence shelved, but shaped in the form of kindness and love. That's what that is. That is exactly what that is. That's just pure incompetence. Yeah, let's give my kid some drugs. Just smoke this, little Jimmy. You'll be okay. Going on the days of little Timmy going outside. Now he's just getting a vape recharge. You want to seek it from somewhere else because they feel like it's less dangerous as a parent. They get it for themselves rather than going outside having the. Oh, I mean, I understand that logic, but also here's the true alternative. Here's the unironic true alternative to that entire thing, and this is the common sense. I can't speak. This is a common sense that's gonna break down that entire fiasco. Here it is. You ready for this? It's gonna blow your mind. Instead of giving your kids drugs because you think they'll just go get it anyway and from unsavory sources because they don't have any money because they're just a kid or a teenager and end up in a situation, instead just raise them from birth. Do a good job as a parent. Raise them from birth. Don't stick them on tablets and phones. Be there in their life. If there's other family members around who want to be there, let them in. All right, assuming they're not bad people with a bad influence and do shitty things as well. But assuming that's not the case, let them in as well. Okay, all right. You're following? Stick with me. I know this shit might get a little bit deep. Hold on. So, and then next, this is the crazy part. I need everyone to lock in with me for. Here's what you do next. Once you make sure that they have a great foundation as a toddler to a little kid to a preteen and whatever other category you want to throw in there, you also make sure that they are not easily succumbing to peer pressure. That's it. That is literally the ultimate solution. That's it. Raise them right and make sure that they don't fall for peer pressure, so that dumb fucking in the back of the classroom who looks disheveled and smells like shit doesn't just come near them and start talking about some bullshit, calling them lame if they don't agree with him, and they're just like, well, I'll try it. And no, none of that peer pressure bullshit. Teach your children how to stand on their fucking own and tell dumbasses who think they could just call them lame for not agreeing with them that they're dumbasses. Because honestly, fuck your opinion, fuck you person I don't even know, and now I officially don't like. I'm not gonna do what you want me to do because you think I'm gonna be bothered by you calling me a fucking loser. Or think like, oh wow, you and your friends don't like or think I'm lame now because I don't want to do drugs with you. Because I don't want to hit your vape in the middle of classroom and get in trouble. Fuck you. What? I didn't like what? Teach your kid the common sense of basic social structure. Literally, I don't care about these people. Why would their opinions mean anything to me? The moment that part is understood, I don't think peer pressure means anything. Because how can you be peer pressured by people you view as actual losers in life? That simple. It's that simple. People don't listen to people they objectively view as stupid or beneath them or just a loser, someone who just is going nowhere. Nobody listens to that person. Ever. And nobody ever has, unless they've had the wrong idea of that person. So in this case, teach your children how to decipher who's a piece of shit, who's not worth listening to, who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, and who's just an asshole just for the sake of it. When they can make those distinctions on their own, suddenly peer pressure has no weight, unless it's like their best friend or something, in which case, but also that's another thing. Be so in your child's life that you're not worried about who their friends are, because you met them. I've met their parents. My mother, you know what my mother did? Yeah. She made sure that at some point, she at least met my friends' parents. If I was going over to their house a lot, you know why? Because you never know what some of these parents be up to. Some of these parents be all kind of wild, weird, crazy. And going over to their house, that's their domain. Imagine letting your kid go to some real fucked up individual's house because their friend invited them over to play Call of Duty or to play the new whatever, and you know, like to hop on PlayStation. Let's play the Wii. I got this multiplayer game. You want to play with me? Yeah, I do. Kids don't think about these things, but parents should. Find out who the fuck your kids' friends are, because if you don't even know who their friends are, if you don't even know, like I don't even know the Facebook. Like imagine I'm picturing this. Imagine you're the parent who doesn't even know the Facebook of like the parents of your kids' friends. I'm not saying stalk, but I am saying make sure they're not dealing with unsavory people. Cause the moment something bad happens, then everybody has all the blame in the world to cast everywhere. And it's like, well, you know, you wouldn't be casting blame if you knew who your kid was with. If you knew who your kid's friends' parents were. You know, one look at them could have told you they were criminals. Two looks would have told you that your friend should probably disassociate with that whole side of the neighborhood. Like, three looks would have told you might need to move. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, Like when you find yourself in a shit environment and you have the chance to change it, don't raise kids there. Don't raise kids in a shitty environment and expect them to not be, to inherit some of those shitty environmental behaviors. Duh. Of course they're gonna be like the area that they hang out in. The fuck do you expect? What the fuck do people expect? And the worst part is, a lot of parents have this weird idea that they're really, you know, nice and respectful and you know, kind to their children and whatever else, that all the bad behavior just washes away. You know, like, oh, I'm really, I treat my kid like an adult and I give him space and room and all these other things. That's fine. That's dandy on its own merit. But that doesn't solve any actual problems when they're up to no good. And then later you find out they've been selling drugs because they were pressured into doing it since they were fucking 14. I don't know. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of parents because they thought I gave my kid space and I didn't hassle them. Sometimes space isn't a good thing, especially when you're a child in this world. There's one thing about kids, more so than any other person, more so than teenagers, adults, and anyone else in this world, is that even if they're left alone, they look for someone to be around. They look for friends. They look for interaction. That's what children do. They look for something to engage their minds, their imaginations, their excitement, to make them feel like they're not alone. Children don't like being alone. No, that you'd be hard pressed to find a child who actually doesn't mind being alone all the time. Even I, a loner, I could say I was a loner as a kid for sure. Even I had a craving, a heavy craving to every other day. I'm like, look, I've been enjoying the shit out of this game, but I want to go outside. What's Kevin doing? Like, that's why I went outside so much as a kid, because I had access to it. I had friends outside. I had friends' houses I'd go to. We'd go to the park together. That level of interaction meant so much more to me than the game, than talking to somebody in a fucking PlayStation party. That shit meant nothing to me in the long run, because those conversations weren't a handshake. Those conversations weren't racing to the swing. Those conversations weren't seeing who could jump off the high get the highest jump off the swing, or who can hang on the monkey bars the longest. Those conversations weren't sprinting till we were out of breath to see who can run the longest. It wasn't the same thing. Anyway, let me read chat real quick. So they want, do you think timeouts is abuse? No. But I also don't think timeouts are effective. Timeouts work for maybe the first 4 years of a child's life, but at some point, all you're really teaching them is how to occupy their own brain with nothing. And it's at that point, it's no longer a problem. It's more just like a whatever. And when that kid starts saying whatever, and they go to the corner anyway, you might think, well, that does something. No, it's doing nothing to them at that point. Not to mention, like, if it was effective, then you wouldn't keep having to send your kid to timeout until eventually they stop caring about timeout and it no longer mentally affects them. Which is the whole point. The whole point of a punishment is to course correct, right? So when the punishment is no longer course correcting because it's ineffective, you've done it too many times, and it was probably never going to work to begin with. With most kids, something like that does not work. I mean, the only way that really works is if you got a really angelic child who's just like, look, they were destined to be a good kid from the start, from the jump. Like, you could have been a shit parent. They would have been a good person regardless. Some kids are so good natured, we would think they're reincarnated fucking peace walkers. I don't know what the fuck that is. I made peace walkers up last second, so I was talking, but you get the point. Some kids are so good that some kids in this world are genuinely just so good. We're just like, wow, that is a very peaceful child right there. And they don't get up to nothing. No, they don't get up to no good. No, they get all good grades. I've never had a problem out of them. And it's like, man, when you come across those kids, that's a fucking miracle walking. Because they really won't have too many issues in their life because they don't cause any problems for themselves. You know, they don't have any behaviors that need to be corrected. But those aren't us. All right, I wasn't that kid. I could say I was a good kid, but I definitely had behaviors that needed correction, and some things that, you know, just had to learn how to get over myself. That I just had to stop doing. Like I was very mean to people if I wanted to, whenever I was in the mood to be. That's why I don't like being mean to people now, because it was something I did from extremely young age all the way up to my teens. And it's like, yeah, when it came down to being mean, it was almost it stepped into the realm of abusive if I could figure out how I can get into somebody's head. And it's like, that's not something that was really corrected, because my parents didn't really know about that part of me. You know, I only did it to people I really didn't like, but also because of the way I was, I didn't like a lot of people. Like there was a lot of people I genuinely really didn't like, and some people for good reason, other people just because I hated the way their voice sounded. Yeah, I was that kid. I was the type of kid that's like, you have a really nasally voice or something, or your voice is too high pitched, I don't like you. I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, I still have that. I still think like, I feel like that now, but like I don't act on these urges to just tell people, yeah, I fucking hate your voice, bro. Ugh. You know, I don't say that out loud. That's weird, that's rude, and it's unnecessary. It's just it's just a voice, right? At the end of the day, it's just a voice. But as a kid, someone with an annoying voice was like the most offensive shit to me. Like, unironically, if I ran across somebody who had an annoying voice, or they just had a really nasally voice, I could not stand that shit. Like, that shit made me very upset. And I to this day, I really don't know why. I don't know why I got as upset as I did over like someone who just sounds annoying to me. Right? Like, that shit set me off. It really set me off. I didn't always like, that didn't mean like I acted on like the upsetness all the time. But I definitely treated that person differently because of their voice. It wasn't like whoever that person would be in that circumstance. They're like just being overly cold to that person, or just snappy at them if they ask me a question, because I don't want to hear them talk in my direction. Like it's like thinking about like a child me back then, interacting with other kids. Holy shit, I was mean. I was very mean. I was so like, I'm just picturing that now. It's like I wish some adults like in like classrooms and stuff actually stopped me back then, because I probably would have stopped acting like that sooner, because that shit was uncalled for. I never even really got in trouble for it in school, which is crazy to me. Very crazy to me. Alright, I'm gonna play the game now. I know I've been on this screen for like a long time, but that's kind of the premise of a live stream at this point. Like, I yap, I do things, and I yap a lot more. So yeah, I'm not too bothered by the fact that I've been staring at the screen this whole time. And if somebody else is, I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief, I don't fucking care. Now let me read. When you have to after landing, throws a throw skill. Ooh, I don't have a throw skill. If I was on bullet, that'd be great. Vim and Vigor. Each time you restore H. Ooh, yes. I forgot. I don't have triple jump. Your boy needs triple jump. Where's Max and Titus? I don't know. That's one thing I've noticed whenever I just in general. That's not really a slight against anybody in general, but like whenever I play Blazblue and I make that like the main, that's also kind of why I didn't want this part of the stream, like this game, to be the main thing, like the thumbnail, the title, anything, because I don't know why, like people just kind of never show up for it. Like I could do anything else. I could do the most random shit. When I go play one of my favorite games, this shit is barren. At least more barren than usual. I'm not too bothered by it though. It is what it is. I like Blazblue a lot myself. Don't touch me. Actually, oh my gosh, bro! Getting my dash moves ready, or all this going. Crazy shit ever. Dodge that. What? I missed one. I missed it. It's fine. It's fine. How you doing, Dustin? What's up, man? I regret to inform you, the Star Wars Force Unleashed streams might not happen. I can't get those to run. I literally can't get those to run. I tried for the first like 2 hours prior to, especially on the kick stream. I deleted those stream or the Star Wars stream because both Force Unleashed 1 and 2, 1 didn't run at all. It refused to start, and 2 didn't actually, like, every time I was actually playing, the screen was green and flickery and the world wasn't loading, and I didn't want to give anybody seizures, and I literally can't see shit, so how can I play the game? I don't know how to fix it. I tried multiple different things. I'll probably try a whole different route next time. Just completely, so that's, for now, that's postponed, and I was really looking forward to it, man. I was excited for that shit. I was so excited for it. Y'all wouldn't believe how, like, I made that thumbnail. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to do this shit tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be lit. I love this game, and I can't even play it. I can't even play it. I wanted to play the PS3 versions too, because I know that's probably like the best way to play them, because the PC ports for Unleashed 1 and 2 on Steam are ass. They're really bad. They're extremely bad, but I might just have to play the shitty PC ports in the future, which if they have significant issues themselves, but at least they run. Another problem I think that they have is because they're old games, having like modern hardware, because I don't have like a toaster box. People who play it on a toaster laptop or some shit have a better time running it, but if you actually have like decent parts like I do, that overpaid for it, but it was Black Friday, so at the end of the day, look, I got what I wanted. Anyway, but if you have like decent parts like that, apparently that game just runs like absolute shit and there's no fixing it. So yeah, I guess I'm suffering for trying to get better technology. Lego game? That's a good question. That's a good question. I already damn near 100% in Lego Batman, or the new one, Legacy of Lego Batman. Or Legacy of Batman, Lego Bat, whatever it's called. So I'm thinking, okay, how about this? Hear me out. This might seem a little bit far-fetched, but I don't want to play a Lego game by myself. So if I'm gonna try to figure out some way to do multiplayer. For Force Awakens, no, I said the Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed, my guy. Yeah. I thought you were asking about Lego game. Never mind. No, the Force Unleashed is it's the one with Star Killer. I don't know if you know about that one or know about him. Anyway, but yeah, it's not running. It's not running properly. But if I were to play a Lego game in the future though, just because I decided, let's just talk about that real quick. If I were to play a Lego game in the future, I definitely don't want to play it by myself. You know how lame that would be? Just me running around doing Lego stuff, hopefully talking to chat, like talking to the Chaos crew. I don't know about that one, Chief. That might be stinky. Cause I don't have that much fun playing Collectathon while on stream, because I'm always thinking there's other things I can be doing than this, and that might be more entertaining for y'all. So the only way I'd play a Lego game on stream at this point, outside of, obviously I played Lego Batman, but that's a different case. That game came out this year. I had to play it. I had to. But other than that, the only way it would be if I can get one of y'all to play with me. And unfortunately, Lego games don't have multiplayer online, so it's only local multiplayer. So I'd have to figure out some like parsec shit, and that means one of y'all would have the chance to play Lego Batman or some shit, Lego superhero, Lego Marvel, whatever. I don't know, whatever game gets chosen. Like I don't want to play this game by myself. You know how lame that would be? Preferably with a Discord call as well. You know, think of it like someone getting the chance to co-stream or just co-host. Like you get to just be verbally a part of the stream if you want to. That would be the idea, right? Because I'd rather not play any Lego game just solo dolo, collecting shit, running through the levels as if we haven't all seen them before, right? But yeah, I just don't think that would be a good time. People might say they might enjoy it, but you know how many people would fall asleep Like that stream would literally just become nothing more than a sleep stream. Like Lego Batman kind of became a sleep stream whenever I focused on collecting things, and I don't blame y'all. Almost fell asleep too sometimes, not because the game was boring, but because I'm collecting shit peacefully. Like, bro, like there's only like at some point like a little bit of tiredness takes over, right? And especially if you're on the watching side, like yeah, that shit's a fucking sleeper. So I'd need somebody there like playing with me, shenanigans, some goofy shenanigans and shit tied along the experience to actually make that more entertaining if I were to play Lego on stream. But yeah, I do have one other game planned, but today was supposed to be like The Force Unleashed and Blazblue, so I just went over to Blazblue, just skipped over to Blazblue. This wasn't even supposed to be a full stream kind of deal, but it is. I'm kind of dragging it out because I don't want to do multiple runs. I kind of just want to do this run. So technically, in a way, I am dragging the fuck out of this run out just by yapping a lot because, you know, subconsciously that's the choice I'm making. But I do want to talk because y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I get. I just want to run my mouth. And there was supposed to be way more content in this stream than just this game. And that does upset me. I'm very bothered by it. But it is what it is. Go. Do I want to push fire anymore? Can we get more fire? I think so. I think I want to push fire. Another reason why I don't think these streams are ever gonna do that well ever. Dodge that. Is because I am objectively really good at this game. I'm objectively really good at this game. Definitely not like some of the best in the world or some arrogant bullshit like that, but I'm certainly great at the game, great enough that I play on the hardest difficulty with all the modifiers turned up and everything, like casually. That is my normal playthrough. That's what I normally do when I play this game. Therefore, because of that, I don't think this is as enjoyable to watch for people who don't really know much about this game. And it'd probably be more enjoyable if I was just struggling. You know, if I was out here struggling to there we go. If I was out here struggling to like play through the game, or like I was still on the learning curve and improving and stuff like that, I think that this game would probably be better on my channel, like better viewing on my channel. Like it wouldn't just be me running through and talking over my gameplay like I'm doing right now. Like it's obviously, I don't care regardless too much, but I do recognize from a content standpoint, nobody really cares to see me breezing through the game as much as they would rather see me struggle and, you know, go try to lock in and whatever else, right? Like, you know, there's levels to the entertainment that can be received. I got supremely damaged by that ice trap. No, stop that. Why are you still alive? Why are there so many of you? There we go. Alright. Like, just in general, if I was worse at the game, I think the entertainment value of me playing through it would be way higher, because there would be more moments where I'm probably a bit more, maybe not panicky, but energetically trying to survive rather than just running through what I know I can win against. Like, I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm gonna get through this shit. I already know these things, right? So for me, it's not even like will I survive? No, I know I'm good. I'm Gucci, bro. Like, playing through this shit, I've played the fuck out of this game before. So yeah, it's just like, there's no excitement from me that I can even fake for a lot of factors of the game, even though it is one of my favorite games to play. There's no point in pretending like this is like some like hard experience. Oh my god, watch out, watch out. Oh my god, no, shit. You know, like at most maybe like the true final boss can still get me a little bit tense. But even then, not really. Simply because of how much I've played this game, there's just no more like struggle for me. So I don't think it's as entertaining. Games that I have to like I die on, I can struggle on, I go, damn it, why did I fall there? Oh my gosh, like those games are a lot more enjoyable for people to watch me play. Because there's nuance, there's a shared experience of you know, frustration maybe, like sort of thing, where instead of just me breezing through everything like, I got this shit. Meanwhile, people watching probably don't even understand what the fuck is happening on the screen. Which is totally understandable, by the way. Like, there's times where the things happening on screen can be entirely incoherent. Let me read chat real quick. Marvel Tokon looks good. If they get I was gonna get it, but you know, well, later, because financially I'm not in the best situation right now, but I was gonna get it, but I'm gonna wait till they like fully fix the PC port. Like, it's fine on console, but the problem with Tokon on console is that I don't have a PlayStation 5, so can't play it, the better version of the game on console. So that sucks, but the PC version of the game is in dire straits. And yeah, I think they pushed out a patch recently where it got better, but that doesn't mean it's still in the best state. You know, they still have bugs they need to squash. What are you sighing for, Rylan? What's that sign for? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Ooh, I want to get that iframe. I want to get the iframe, but damn, I want to get the tornado. I need the triple jump. I genuinely need the triple jump. But at the same time, give me that. You want a PS5 so you can play? Play what? What specifically? Tokon? I'm assuming Tokon because that's the subject matter. Let's upgrade this. Ironclad, ironclad. I don't think I want to get that. Increase attack power for the skid but the beat back. I'm gonna get this. Money equals power. It's just extra, a little bit extra DPS. Kind of. It's kind of funny when the streamer dies in the game. Absolutely. And realistically, because I'm so good at the game, the only time you're ever gonna see me die is when I basically just like, I purposely was like, man, what a shitty start to the run. I can't believe I got hit by that guy. I should have perfect dodged that. Because I've played this game so much, I do have a more of a perfectionist mentality than I'm willing to allow myself to keep compared to other games. With other games, if I know I'm still like on the learning curve, I kind of cut the perfectionist shit out. Because I'm streaming, and I'd rather just like let me just focus on enjoying the game. Sure, I'm dying here and there, and I know I could do better if I just retry it a bunch of times. But let me just shut the fuck up, accept that I didn't do it exactly how I envisioned in my head, and just keep it moving, right? But when it comes to games that I have like tons of time and a lot of skill in, for me, it's just like it's perfectionist or nothing at all. Like, I'd rather, like, I don't think it's enjoyable for people to watch me literally just, like, quit the whole run because I got hit by 2 enemies back to back. Man, I shouldn't got hit by that shit. Fuck that. I'm starting to run over. Like, that's the sort of shit I do in this game. And at this point in time, because I know that I have the skills to abide by that, like, level of perfectionism. I have the skills and the experience. So for me, it makes sense. But to a viewer watching, they probably don't know much of what the fuck is happening in the first place. They don't understand. They didn't read the numbers like I did. They don't understand the skills that I'm doing. They don't know the button inputs and the fucking perfect dodge timing and all that shit. They're not aware of that. So when I get annoyed, man, I could have perfect dodged that. Bro, how did I get a regular dodge to the perfect dodge? I need to, like when I start doing that, right, it's not as entertaining because nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. They don't have the knowledge that I have for this specific game. Most people don't even know what this game is. So when I just like close out a run, they're just kind of disappointed. They thought they were gonna at least see some gameplay or something, but instead I was so disappointed in myself. I ended the gameplay and started over, and that's not fun for people to watch. Like, yeah, because it'd be different if I was doing like a speed run or stream, like I'm just speed running a game. Then sure, but that's not the principle here. The principle is that I'm just playing a video game and yapping. So the perfectionist sort of mentality works when I'm struggling and there's something to laugh at. You know, like you can laugh at the fact that I keep dying to the same dumb little thing, and it's like, bro, that keeps getting you. you're so bothered by it, right? That could be funny, but it's not funny to see me just, bro, you got hit one time. Why do you care that? Why are you restarting the whole run because you got hit by that one thing, bro? And meanwhile, y'all just want to see more of the fucking game if you even are interested, right? And I'm just like, I don't care about that. But if I was still playing through that game, I still want to see more of the game. So even I had to concede at some point and be like, okay, I want to try to master this portion, but fuck it, I don't care. I want to see more of the video game. I want to unlock new abilities. So therefore, I continue playing the game. Right? Like I have a driving force to keep going rather than just restarting over and over. Which is mainly why I don't really stream this game as much. As much as I like it, some of my favorite games, it's just not as enjoyable to actually stream. I don't have enough health for the black market. Let's go with the advanced. But ultimately, it is what it is. Today went all kinds of wrong, and oh shit, I got poisoned. Oh no, I didn't. That enemy hit me. Ah, the missile got me. Toxic. I'm doing really bad right now. Oh, I should have got triple jump. I should have got triple jump. I don't know why I was so arrogant as to not get triple jump. Senzashi sends shockwaves. I kind of want to get that. Ooh, whoosh. Let's see. That would be really good because shockwaves are great there. But you know what? Let's get the power. I don't really need the exchange points. I got some bread. Not a lot of bread, but I got some bread. So let's go with that. Let's get the MP instead. Okay. Oh, no way. I died to the poison. I couldn't kill him in time. I could have avoided that just with a heal. Is what it is. The planets align tomorrow before dawn, guys. You can see in the eastern sky. Understandable. See, this is why I didn't really want to, like, it's why I wanted to save this, like, playing Blazblue towards the end of, like, a Force Unleashed stream instead. Because I'm not really interested in doing multiple runs at this right now. But in order to make more content and to get a full, like, to get more out of that, I should do another run. Like, it's reasonable for me to do another run. But I don't really feel like it right now. Also, I just died to poison, and that greatly upset me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am, like, everything today. I feel like everything kind of just fell off. Like, not like fell off. What's the wrong word? Everything kind of went wrong. Everything kind of just went wrong, and I'm just annoyed by the fact that everything keeps going wrong. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know what I'm trying to say? Hey, is that Makoto? Hey. When is she gonna be a character in this fucking game, bro? Like, when is the Makoto DLC coming out? I want Makoto. I want to play Makoto, bro. Look at her. She's adorable. That was cute. But yeah, man, I'm not sure. Like, I don't even think I want to keep going. Not even because, like, I'm just annoyed or anything in particular. Boobs. Anyway, not even because I'm just annoyed, but, like, it's simply because, like, I'm not gonna lie, this has been the worst stream of the entire month. Easily. You know? Like, I feel like I should have just ignored my plans to throw in any extra games and just play Xenoblade Chronicles. At least I know that's gonna work. That's the thing. I don't mind playing it. It's just that I wanted to give it a break because, you know, just want to, like, I do variety gaming and I play multiple different games, so I wanted to throw in something else, especially a game I was interested in playing. I just can't play Star Wars Force Unleashed. They won't run. They literally won't run. And no matter how much I tweaked with the settings, it just wasn't gonna work out. So, you know, ultimately, I'm just put in a situation where, you know, I said I wasn't gonna play it today, and I want to honor that, because anybody who showed up who wanted to see more Xenoblade Chronicles, I feel like I'd be doing them a disservice if I just hit the emergency button and started playing it right now. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't even want to do anything specific. Maybe there's somebody, like, there might be some VOD watchers or someone who's like, who hasn't said it, because there's plenty of times people don't say it directly, but they really enjoy certain things that I do on the channel. And, like, if this stream has nothing to do with Xenoblade Chronicles and I just opt to play some Xenoblade Chronicles and do something that they probably would have wanted to see, you know, then that's content that they just won't have. And it'll be, or if I push the story a little bit. And that's another thing. That's another reason why I kind of don't want to play Xenoblade Chronicles right now at this very moment on stream, because I've done so many side quests that there's not really any side quests for me to do right now. That's another dilemma. So the only thing I can do is go grind by, you know, fighting a bunch of things, which I don't really feel like doing that. But there's also story mode. But if I push the story on a stream where I said I wasn't even gonna play that game this day, then anybody who was interested in watching the story through my streams is also gonna just wonder where I am in the story all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like, and I know it might even just be one person out there, but there's just a level of I guess, continuity I want to preserve for these streams, if that makes any sense. If I say I'm going to do a certain thing on stream, that's going to happen, unless it physically can't happen. But yeah, so if people show up for that stream and they're there for it, I don't want them to miss out on something because blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? That's just me being realistic. Not to mention, I'm not going to lie to you, like, both the kick and the YouTube stream today are definitely botched. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, but both the... Oh my goodness, stop talking to me. I already have an upgrade. Anyway, both the... I'm over it. I'm over it. Both the whatever. I lost my train of thought because of that. But just in general, I just don't. I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying. I actually completely lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie. That shit's in the trash now. Forget it. Unless there's some other game that I have that y'all might want to see right now, maybe. I don't think Crimson Desert is an option right now. I mean, what am I gonna do? Run around and farm? I literally did multiple streams farming and like doing actual farming and stuff back to back. That the farming cozy era is over. That's over now too. I'm really waiting for the mods to get fixed up so I can do some more modded content in like detail and shit. But for the time being, that might just be it, because this stream kind of fell off to the wayside when the plans to play Star Wars The Force Unleashed didn't work out. Like the moment that happened, like everything was derailed, and it's just not hitting the same. Like we don't gotta play pretend about it. It's not hitting the same. The stream has been very much a kind of stream. I'm not gonna lie and say it's not, and I don't want y'all to say that shit either. If you enjoyed it, that's nice. I appreciate the sentiment, but I didn't. But I didn't enjoy it. I'm kind of bitter right now. So instead of holding on to that bitter energy, I'm gonna do myself and everyone else a favor and go ahead and close the stream out. Like and subscribe if you want to, but definitely don't do it for this one. Fuck this shit. Fuck this stream. But yeah, have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I might either play X-Men Origins, depends, or like it's either gonna be X-Men Origins or it's gonna be Xenoblade Chronicles. One of the two. I need to go rethink my content schedule because everything's out of whack now. I don't have a game series to play that I was gonna play, and it's like everything's fucked up. So it is what it is. So y'all have a good one. Bye bye.